Yeah, you are, because you're uncomfortable with yourself. You don't know yourself. You're not comfortable with your own masculinity. You're not comfortable with your manhood. You've never discovered it. If you analyze how your sexual journey has begun, you never knew. Nobody taught you what a man is, and nobody taught you how to cultivate manhood besides surface. And because most guys nowadays don't even cultivate the surface of manhood. But let's say I know you, so what do? Well, I'm gonna be. Some guys are gonna be. I'm good at school, which means I can have good grades, get a good education, good salary, good job one day. I'm gonna cultivate my body. I'm gonna cultivate my appearances. Okay, I have nothing against that, but that's all external. That's not manhood. So your average person's only cultivated the surface, and then when he goes and interacts with a woman. Remember, we are deep people. We go so deep, nobody can fathom how deep the human being goes, right? And we at the surface of the surface. And she doing the same, and then now the interaction is at that level. That's all it is. So how is it that if you let go of the facade, it's like a person who doesn't know how to swim, who's just in the pool and holding on to the side. If they let go of that, the fact that you don't know how to swim comes very clearly to you. I don't know how to swim. I'm sinking. Yeah, but as long as you're holding, right? You could be a non-swimmer. You hang out at the pool. You're always there. You're acting cool. You got your cigar. Fuck it. You got your joints. You're that dude. There's a little beach. Maybe you tiptoeing on the floor. You're like, yeah. I'm that dude. I'm good. I'm comfortable. Yeah, but let that go for 2 seconds, and then you realize the truth. I don't know how to swim, and I'm gonna drown, and I'm gonna look like a fool. Fuck the fact I'm gonna look like a fool. I'm gonna drown. So, plus I'm gonna look like a fool because 2 seconds ago I was the man. I've had it all under control. Like, so that's what I'm trying to say. If you dare to let go of the facade, because a lot of guys, their facade sucks, but some guys, their facade is great, and they work hard at building the facade, and it holds, right? But a lot of guys in modern day can't even build the facade, besides the facade of the disgusting geek and that shit, right? So that's credit to you. You could build a facade that, to a certain degree, can work for you and draw to you some superficial, shallow bitches. But if you, for a minute, relax into this for a minute, you kind of just let go. You relax, the tension in your heart, right? The facade is not there. And then you're confronted to the unknown. I don't know who I am. I don't know how to establish myself in myself. I don't understand how I feel. I'm scared. I'm overwhelmed by sensations. Then there's a woman. I'm scared fuckless of a woman because she has a power that I do not understand. That power is able to touch me, move me, affect me, manipulate me, fuck me in ways that I can't even like wrap my mind around. I'm scared of her. I'm scared of what parts of me she's going to touch. I'm scared that she's going to render me into a little thing. I'm scared that I'm going to lose control. I'm scared that I'm going to quote unquote fall in love with her and then she'll just stomp me and squish me as she goes and plays around with other guys, and I'm just like desperate, please give me some love, right? Where do all these fears come from? What? Because I'm not established in myself. If I'm established in myself as a man, then by default I start to discover and recognize the power of the female, and I can respect that power, and I always engage with that space of respect. When somebody's trying to pull a move on me, I am aware of it. Either I duck, I block, or if I want, I could just absorb it, or I could just simply dismiss it and leave. So that's why your average person is going to be intimidated. You should be, because this is darkness. You don't know. You don't know what your power is. You don't know what manhood truly is. And you're in front of a black hole. I'm not saying this in a negative way, right? This is darkness as far as you know, and it'll literally suck everything from you. Yeah, you should. It's literally a black hole. So you're like, yeah, you should be scared. And instead of men discovering about this, what do? They go to the surface. Fortunately for them, women are dumb and they live at the surface also. You act like you build your persona and you play at the level of the persona on top, trying to show and prove to yourself you're the man. You're not a man. You're not established in yourself. How could you be the man? You may be established in character. I respect that. But character ain't you. It's dissolvable. It is dissolvable. So that's clearly not who you are. Character can give you a sense of power. Yeah, but that's not you, nor is it real power because it's dissolvable. So these cats will hold on to that front. They are totally identified to it. And then from that position, they're engaged with the girl because now they feel that they're in control. And then they can perform whatever it is that they perform. And they feel like, okay, I got it under control. Yeah, because we've taken infinite possible discoveries, an ocean, to slip and slide. Y'all better know what slip and slide is. Y'all know what slip and slide is? All right, slip and slide. So now you're in control. And slip and slide can be stretched, and you can make yourself have a great time with slip and slide, can't you? If you smoke weed, you can have fun looking at the grass. If you drink alcohol, you're going to make it into a party. Look at what idiots do on alcohol, man. They sing Britney Spears, and it's the greatest moment of their night. Right? So you can stretch a slip and slide experience and try to maximize and try to get the most of it. If you're really interested in quote-unquote pleasure, if you're really interested in having a deep experience for your own sake, you're like, slip and slide sucks. Like, I've slipped and I slide. Now, what's next? I remember when I was a kid, we used to have slip and slide, and I remembered doing slip and slide. The first thing that excited me about slip and slide is because I saw it on TV. And I remember the jingle, and I loved it, and the TV looked so amazing. I will never forget that. And at some point, I had a neighbor that was my best friend that I knew since forever. And then some day we came, and his mom, had bought slip and slide. So we were like ecstatic because we're going to have the experience we saw on TV. Then like you put the sprinkle, the whole thing, and then we were going to do slip and slide. And I remember jumping and sliding. I'm like, that's it? I'm like, this sucks, right? I'm like, there's got to be more to it. So you try to kind of like go at it a little more. And you're like, no, this sucks. So then you try to like make it into something else. Let's try to spin while we're doing it. Let's try to like double backflip while we're slipping and sliding, right? But I remember vividly, I'm like, this is boring. So here's what I was trying to say. If you're living at the surface, at some point, it'll dawn on you, well, is that all there is to it? I'm more excited by the idea, I'm more excited by everything that's in my mind than the actual action, because it's not so amazing. But like I said, if you're on alcohol, drugs, or whatever substance, everything can become more quote-unquote bestial. But anyways, the point is, if you're looking for something deeper, you get quickly bored with this, and you're going to have to discover something new. And that literally will confront you to the unknown. I don't know who I am really. I may know who I am at the surface. I'm so-and-so, I like this and that, I like this and this, I know this and that, I've accomplished this and that, I've and I climbed the Mount Everest. I did some boxing when I was 18, I did some, right? Yeah, but what does that have to do with you? That's the surface, that's not you. Don't ever confuse superficial actions with yourself. Right? I got a bunch of diplomas. You'll never hear me say it. I'm any of these one of the diplomas, ever. Why? I don't give a fuck. It's a diploma. It's a superficial affair. Does it have a value? Whatever. For people who don't know fuck all, yeah. But for me, it's nonsense. Same. So again, this is an invitation for those of you who have courage, real courage, which is not going to be for the majority of you. You got to go towards that unknown. Is that what you want to do? Strap on your seatbelt.